The following program is brought to you by Naleo TV, the people's platform. When you want a great meal, local style, turn on Naleo and sit a while. Watch and listen, then you'll know just how to do it on Audrey Wilson's cooking show.
Aloha and welcome to the Audrey Wilson Cooking Show. I have my buddy here, my Vanna White here, Lisa Kwee, helping me. Today what we're going to do is something really easy. And what it is I got this this recipe. It pretty much everything that is in the ingredient list you probably have at home. Okay, so we're going to work. It's called a spicy noodle, spicy peanut noodle. So we're going to start by doing making the sauce. Okay, this is really interesting. I had this forever. I think I bought it from Pampered Chef, but I always use it for sticky stuff.
Oh, okay.
So what you usually do is you could spray it with or oil it a little bit.
Okay.
And then I need a cup and a half of creamy peanut butter. This is when I looked at this recipe, you know, it's really kid friendly because kids like peanut butter. Mm-hmm. And like I said, a lot of the ingredients you have at home. You see right here at 1.5, can you fill it to?
Just fill it to the top, as you said.
With 1.5 cup of peanut butter. And it's just a creamy peanut butter. Oops, yeah, don't, you gotta go back to 1.5. Okay, we're gonna put in the blender, we're gonna put 1.5 cups of creamy peanut butter. We're gonna put 1 cup of rice vinegar, which I already have in here, with 2 cloves of garlic and a 3-inch piece of ginger. So I got that kind of blended already. Then we're gonna add 7 tablespoons of sugar, 1/2 cup of shoyu, 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame seed oil. Let me get this out here. So all of these, like I said, you know, you have it at home. So then if you're like coming back from a practice or taking the kids somewhere, you can just whip this up. And then 2, it's going to be spicy. So if you have the kids, you don't really want it to be too spicy. But because we're serving adults, let's throw in 2 teaspoons. Let's throw in maybe 1.5, and let's just throw it in 2 teaspoons of crushed red pepper. How are you doing? So you see all the air bubbles?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold it. You just press it in until you get exactly.
It's an interesting
measuring
cup.
It is
Pampered
because
Chef.
yeah, I haven't seen it anywhere else. Sometimes they have.
It's clever. I can see
Especially
you're gonna push
something
this off.
sticky and gooey like this.
So it's over the top, but you still have just a small.
Okay, let's go. So I'm just going to push it in. So see how it all comes off?
Yeah, that's amazing.
And so you don't have a mess. So I got the 1.5 cup of creamy peanut butter. I got 1 cup of rice vinegar. I got 7 tablespoons of sugar, 1/2 cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame seed oil, 2 teaspoons of crushed red pepper, a 3-inch piece of ginger, and 2 large garlic cloves. This is my dressing. So slowly, I am going to increase it and to blend it all. I'm gonna use my, let's sit out. So you see, like if you're busy and you gotta feed the kids, that the kids can help, and this will take just a few minutes to make the sauce for it, and you're done. So you got this gorgeous sauce. So we're gonna leave this on the side. Now, Lisa, you and I are gonna cut vegetables. And it could be anything, you know, it could be a lot of different vegetables depending on what the kids will eat. I have some edamame here. I'm going to, can you cut the celery? And we're gonna top it with cilantro. I'm gonna put one bell pepper. My grandkids might not eat the bell pepper, but
How do you like me to chop this? Just
um,
slice it?
thinly sliced.
Thinly
So
sliced.
yeah, so when you cut celery, sometimes I just do this, cut it, and take off some of the, you know, this yucky.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and then it's easy to cut. So I don't cut through. I just cut a little bit, and then I get all of that all that
Got it.
string off. So you
Okay.
just do that, and then just cut it like I would cut it on a slant like this, something like that.
Got it.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
Thank you. Okay.
And then you notice on the bell pepper I cut it through because it's so much easier to clean, because you just do this, and then I can slice it, you know, thin. Might cut it in half. Give you back your celery. Okay, so we need about a cup of bell peppers, and might just cut it in half to make it easier to eat. Do that. So
Not as fast as she is.
what else we're gonna need?
Okay.
And this is something your husband would probably like, because you told me your husband loves peanuts.
Yes.
Well, this has peanut butter, but we're also going to dress it with peanuts. So
Is this good?
got that going. And then, Lisa, what I'm going to do is give you,
Remember, John is from Indonesia and everything's peanuts.
and
peanuts,
everything is peanuts, right? I think I'm going to give you this to put all the stuff in, because we're going to have to put it on the, let's put it on this for now when you're done. So I'm going to put my peppers. This is all part of the one dish. You know, I'm trying to teach my the 6-year-old granddaughter how to cut. So I gave her a knife. She is so thrilled that she can cut. To her, that's such a thrill. I'm really careful because I don't want her to cut her hand. But you know what? She needs that experience too, to cut her hand. So I'm going to take some of the
I
skin
think it's
off.
great to teach kids how to cook, how to prepare.
Yeah, it is. It's really important to have kids learn. When they go off to college, I don't have to worry. They're going to be able to cook whatever. You know, as long as they know basic stuff. She likes to brag to people that she can cut now. But I'm just gonna cut the cucumbers in thin. We're cutting that thin.
So this is kind of a cold.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cold noodle. It's actually a one dish meal,
Oh,
because you're gonna have your carbohydrates, you're gonna have your vegetables, And if you want to add like chicken or shrimp or something, if you want to add that protein, you can add it into it too. Cooked, you know, some cooked shrimp or whatever. Okay. Just want an equal amount. The kids are so picky. It's really hard. I guess I said before, well, if one of my grandchild likes one thing, the other doesn't. It makes it really hard, you know, to. Oops. I'm gonna cut maybe one more of this. Okay, you want to bring it there, you can, whenever. And then for something like carrots that's hard to chop sometimes, I brought a mandolin that I like to use for cutting carrots for thin. I'm gonna use that.
Mandolins are great.
I know. It's wonderful stuff. And you know, I made dressings before, and I always try to add some kind of stabilizer like guar gum or xanthan gum. But the peanut butter has enough that it won't separate. You know, when you make this together,
So what does the gargum do?
it makes it into a complete emulsion so that it doesn't separate the oils. But you know, we're not putting oil in here too, so it's not a problem. But you have a lot of separation when you got oil in a dressing. I'm gonna put a little bit of this one. We gotta slice really thin because Chinese cabbage, because we're eating this raw. So I'm gonna really cut it thin. Just put a little bit. I like Chinese cabbage, so. This recipe is an interesting recipe. I found it. Joanne Chang owns a bakery in New York City, and she comes to Honolulu often to teach the kids at the Kapiolani Community College baking. She's a baker. But she said she has great memories of eating a peanut noodle dish her mom used to cook, and it's one of her favorite things. So it's kind of coming out from her recipe, from her family. I just made some changes where I added more stuff. I think her recipe had only celery and bell peppers, so everything else.
Where did this recipe originated from? Is it an Asian recipe?
Yeah, it's an Asian. Joanne Chang is Chinese,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's.
So it's a
But-
Chinese recipe?
Yeah, I don't know. Do they use a lot of? It might be where they're regional, where they come from, that they use peanuts. Because
Yeah.
this one reminds me of you and John's liking of peanuts,
Yeah.
because not only is there peanut in the sauce, but there's peanut. We're gonna garnish it with peanuts.
Yeah, certain Asian.
Yeah, so it might be
Region.
regional where they come from. But this mandolin makes beautiful shreds. And so when you're eating it raw, you want it kind of thin, so to be digestible. And can you cut me the green onions? This is garnish.
Okay. Just thinly?
Yeah. Thinly. I'm so afraid of the mandolin. I have cut myself so many times in lines. But you know, you learn all of this stuff. It's just part of cooking. Cutting, burning.
I have had my share of burn
Yeah.
cuts.
Okay, that's a nice equal amount. I think I'll cut, shred, maybe the rest of this. And then what you do is, this is an interesting thing I just read about. We're gonna use spaghetti, okay? And like I said, spaghetti, most of the time you have it in your pantry.
Right.
This is, okay, if I made regular Italian pasta, I made for the kids, I would take it, this particular brand is 8 minutes. I would cook it at 8 minutes. I would have the sauce ready, and I would put this immediately into the sauce because I want the pasta water. But because we're making a salad, I had to wash this off with cold water. But because I cooked it this morning, I put a little bit of oil so it doesn't stick. Yeah, but I wanted it kind of on the cool side. Can you chop this cilantro too so we can put this on top? And then our favorite. We have a secret, Lisa, don't we?
Are we going to tell that secret?
We can tell the audience. We like to go to a particular store or a discount store in Hilo, and they have these are Virginia peanuts, and buy these.
They're extra large, fancy Virginia peanuts. They're so crunchy, and it tastes better than the other brands.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is, but this one has so much crunch. So I'm cutting the peanuts in half because this is going to be a garnish.
Wow.
So let's just...
It's so similar to the Indonesian dishes, what I'm looking at.
You are. I mean, that's what I thought of you, and I thought, oh, I wonder. I don't think that Joanne Chang is from Indonesia, but, you know, I just wondered if maybe she has some roots because it's so peanutty. And this is her favorite, growing up as a kid, memory, her dish. You know, she just loved this dish.
Well, I have to tell you my story about pasta.
Yeah.
So, growing up in Guam, we didn't grow up with pasta, right? It's
right. Rice, right.
Everything coconut. But when I moved to the mainland, discovered pasta dishes.
Yeah.
Every time I went out, I'll have a pasta dish.
Yeah.
You know, the fettuccine alfredo.
Yeah.
Do you remember the old spaghetti factory in the mainland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was your new discovery.
Yeah. Pasta, Italian pasta.
And you know what's interesting about kids? Most kids love pasta. It's always, for me, it's always my go-to when I'm like, oh, what am I going to cook tonight? It'll be whipping up a, I always have cans of chopped clams.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy it on sale, and they had them on sale the other day, so I bought like 10 cans of it. So I'll make it out of that and make a white sauce with cream cheese.
Right.
I mean, and they just love that. So we got the cold spaghetti in here. We're gonna add all the ingredients. Now, this is an add-on. Like I said, if I'm making it for the kids, I want the kids to have some protein, so I'm gonna add edamame in it. And that beautiful color. Then we're gonna put the Chinese cabbage, the shredded carrot. Let's see, all the cucumbers, bell peppers. You know, bell peppers are a great source of vitamin C. So it's a good add-on. It's just it's a difficult one for kids a lot of times. It's not their favorite vegetable. But, you know, it's just a matter of learning, because one of Quentin's favorite dishes, vegetables, is broccoli.
Oh, nice.
Which, you know, is another one. It's a hard one. But if you train them from the time they're young, then you can, you know, make them eat it, because he loves broccoli. I'm going to mix it in here.
I can't get my grandson to eat
Which
vegetables.
one? Yeah, see, it's really hard. That's why I try to sneak it into their chili. It's really hard. And then I found that when you have people, not only kids, but adults, who only eat meat and potatoes, rice and their meat, and don't eat their fruits and don't eat their vegetables, that as they get older, they end up having a lot of health problems. And so it's like, it's hard to tell kids, hey guys, you got to eat, 5 to 7, and the new recommendation is 13 fruits or vegetables a day, which is really hard.
Well, we got a lot of vegetables in here.
To maintain, to have a healthy diet and to not have the health problems that come to you later in life. It's really hard, but I try my best. Like I said, I don't sneak it in because they know. They see the carrots
Right.
in the taco, mix. They see the carrots in the chili. So anytime, and in the meatloaf, it's in there. And whatever else vegetables I can put in, I'm gonna put it in. Okay, I have it well mixed now.
And a lot of vegetables have good carbs too, so.
Yeah, no, and when you think about this, this is vitamin C, the bell peppers. There's a lot of health benefits in celery, and we just don't. It's just trying to get them to eat that. That's the problem.
So you put the sauce, mix it, and then
I'm going to mix it, and then we're going to put it on a pretty plate so we can have it looking pretty.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That there. Can you help me pour it, and then I'll mix it? Okay. Well, let's just, I don't know if we're going to need all of it, so let me see. But we want it to have taste.
Pours out nice. It's almost like the gado with
Yeah, right?
noodles.
That's what I said. It reminds me of your Indonesian type of food. Start to mix. Okay. Gotta kick the bottom. Can you hit my bottom? Okay.
Right there.
But like I said, you could add tofu, you could add anything else that would, here, I got this here. That would, let's use it all.
Yeah, I can see putting tofu in here.
Tofu. So I keep hounding my grandkids about eating vegetables and stuff. And so sometimes they'll come home and they go say, Grandma, this person, they eat only this, they don't eat vegetables. And I said, well, it's right now they're getting away with it, but hopefully when they become older, they will realize, you got to eat a more balanced diet and have vegetables in not only just your carbohydrates and protein. Okay, I think we have it well mixed. I'm gonna get the bowl so we can have it pretty. I brought a bowl here, so I'm gonna be able to check the bottom to make sure I mixed it well, and then we'll top it. Okay. And remember what I told you when I layer salad and stuff? I hate to be the second or third or the fourth person to take the salad because everybody takes the topping.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit, when we're going to go 1/3.
Okay.
And then we're going to put some topping on it. So everybody gets peanuts, everybody gets, okay, let's put some, and some, yeah. And then I'll top it again. All right, very good. And some cilantro. Okay, now we're gonna, so when I make my salad or anything like this, when it's like for a buffet, I will layer it like this to make sure that the last person that eats it doesn't get cheated.
I like that. That's why I like going to your house. I never get cheated.
Okay, next layer. Do another layer. Yeah, even if you're the last person,
Even
right?
if you're the last person, but everything is always so fabulous. I miss our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I know, I missed it too. Okay, now we go another layer.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, it smells delicious. And you know, you're getting your protein with the peanuts. I just wrote an article the other week about there's the rise in allergies. It for adults, it's growing. People are starting to get allergies in the when they get older, and
Food allergies then.
yeah, and they can't figure out what exactly it is. But you know, one of my theories is, you know, after COVID, we taught our kids to be so sanitary. Are we breeding another batch of kids that gonna be not able to eat peanuts? Because that was the first theory, like maybe the kids didn't get to play with dirt,
Yeah.
and so that's why they have all these allergies. Now we're making these kids
Super clean.
super clean with wash your hands, you know, do this after COVID.
They lose all their immunity.
They do. They don't have dirty germs in their bodies.
Ready for this?
Go to the last one, yeah. To fight against anything like peanuts, which is grown in the dirt. So,
That's
I mean, like, oh, are we gonna raise do we need more peanuts? We're good.
yeah. You know what? Just for topping. I
The
would
whole
put
ones?
The whole ones.
Okay. Because I did have them. Yeah, how much you want?
And these are
The first guy's gonna get the good ones. That's
lucky
okay.
them.
That's okay. We don't have to chop it. So we use up.
They're gonna say, "Where did you get these peanuts?"
We'll tell them later.
But see, look how it looks.
Ah,
Nice.
let's use it up.
See how it looks nice? Because you know it has nuts.
Yeah. Look how beautiful this is. So now we've got to taste it. It might be beautiful, but now we got to taste it to see it is good.
Wait.
All right, like here we are. We got the plate. We got a beautiful dish. Now, wouldn't that be great for a buffet?
Yes.
You'd have to bring that in for a potluck or something, or go for a nice.
It's so
Yeah,
easy.
it is easy. It didn't take much. So, shall we get ready to taste this?
Yeah.
Now that it looks beautiful, now we gotta taste it. Okay, let's taste this.
Wait.
Okay, let's try this, Lisa, and see what
Okay.
our byproduct, if it came out okay, and maybe okay for kids to eat.
Gosh. Mm.
I love the flavors. Does it have an Indonesian
Yeah.
flavor?
I'm gonna do the gata gata with noodles, just like this.
Yeah, exactly. You could do that.
Snag your recipe though. The sauce is wonderful.
And that sauce good. Thank you for watching the Audrey Wilson Cooking Show. Until next time, aloha.